Hello and welcome to the Card Deck Creator Series with me, Ayesha Hilton. Today I'm super excited because I've got Shannon Summergreene with me, and she's joining me all the way from Sydney, which isn't actually that far compared to Canada, or I sell a lot in Florida. And Shannon has created the most gorgeous card deck. When I saw this card deck, I was just in love with it, and it's called the Earth Angels Kids Oracle Cards. So first, Shannon, I'll let you tell us a little bit about yourself, like what you do. I know you have a studio. Just tell us a little bit about what you do, and then how you came up with the cards and what it was like to create them.
Okay, so I am a mother of two beautiful boys, and when I had my first, it sort of hit me that I really wanted to make an impact on the future generation. I had grown up with anxiety and depression, and basically, long story short, I was put on and off medication, but it wasn't until I found yoga and energy healing where I really learned to manage everything. So that's why I created a kids yoga studio for kids and teens. So we do yoga, we do energy healing. And basically for a long time, I was looking for a really good kids oracle deck. There's a few out there, a few kids card decks of affirmations and positive thoughts and things like that. But there was nothing like the ones that adults get to enjoy. We have hundreds to choose from. So it's been a long, like for a few years, it's really been thinking, okay, I'm going to do it one day, I'm going to do it one day. And then we were recently in lockdown for about 4 months. So thank you, COVID. I had the time to sit down and just connect with my angels, really get the I guess the cards that I wanted to put out there. So it's quite a big range of cards where they learn about their angels, they learn about their chakras, their auras, and they just learn to, they've got the Reiki principles in there, and they learn to manage their feelings. So each card has an activity that will, help with like a growth mindset, emotion management, getting creative, lots and lots of stuff.
Yes, and they're really beautiful. And I saw a video of your boys playing with the cards on Instagram, and it was like, oh, just like so gorgeous.
Yes, they can leave my cards alone because they're only young, they're 4 and 6. So especially the 4-year-old, they crunch things up. So they've got one deck that I've just had to let go of anything that they do to the cards. Yep. So yeah, it's been nice, but they've loved also having a deck of cards that I'm not like, don't touch them.
Yes, I mean, adults do, like most people with card decks, they don't just have one card deck, right? They have a collection and maybe a slight obsession. So, yeah. And your cards are really beautiful. And how did you do the designing and come up with the words and stuff like that?
It was a lot of going over and over and over. I just often meditated beforehand and just kind of went to a place where I thought, what do the kids need? What do I want them to learn that will help them? That has helped me as well. And then I came across I think you came up on a Facebook ad, because obviously Facebook's always listening, and then so I went to your workshop, and it just gave me a really easy process. So I had been searching for a printer, for example, for a really long time, and for some reason whenever I searched for a printer it never came up, but you somehow had an Australian printer that I could print all my oracle cards on, so that was really handy. And then your layout with the Canva, I didn't design mine, but I put everything into Canva first. So I used your templates, and then I found a designer to put my ideas into place properly, because not really my thing.
I can say they do look professionally designed, yeah. Like they're stunning. How did you find the designer?
I went on Fiverr.
Yep. Because I might need to get their details, because people are always asking me for recommendations, and Fiverr's hit and miss, right? Like
I started with one lady, and she's like, we'll do one card, which was great, but it took her nearly a month. And I was like, this is not working for me. And then I found this other lady and she was great. She just was like, bang, bang, bang. I barely had any reviews with like, you know how they come back, is this good? I'm like, perfect. Like she just.
Oh, so you didn't have any, you didn't have to do a lot of feedback. She just hit the nail on the head. So when you gave her the Canva, you gave her the Canva link, did she then put them all in Canva as well?
I'm not sure. I didn't ask her what she used.
Oh, so she gave, so you don't have the files in Canva fully finished?
No, I just kind of did some like pictures here and there. So there was a mixture of things. So that's what I kind of wanted it to look like. And then I needed her to do her designs. So it's all like flowing. It's all one.
Yes, beautiful.
All the kids look the same on the cards and not like my mess.
Well, they're absolutely stunning. So you printed them with ePrint Online in Brisbane? Yes. So how show us your deck and we'll have show and tell. I just love these cards.
And then that's the back of them.
Beautiful. And feel free to open up and pick us an Earth Angel card.
All right, so we've got 44 cards and they've also got the guidebook. So we've got 44 cards. So let's just, give them a quick shuffle. And we are going to go with this one. Oh, I love that, the crown chakra. So each card says what it's about, and then it's got an affirmation. I am a beautiful spirit. So I think that is one thing that we all in the world need to know, that we are truly beautiful spirits. And
it's got that beautiful crown chakra color, and the kids drawing, the graphics of the kids is just beautiful. She's done a great job, or that person.
I was pretty impressed. It was a lot cheaper than any other person I went to, which I understand their time is everything. So I get that, but my budget just didn't cover that.
So how much vaguely would you have paid her to do the drawing?
About $2,000 for 40.
Oh, so it's a lot.
That's Australian though.
Yes.
So it's a little bit better for.
So it's been a big investment for you.
It has.
Time and money.
I was getting quoted, Australian $5,000 up.
Yes.
So 2,000 sounded pretty good, and that included the box design, the design for the booklet.
Yes. Can you open up the booklet? Because everyone asks about the booklet, and where I can, I try and dissuade them from the booklet, because it's a nightmare if you're not going to pay someone to design it, right? And then it adds to the printing cost as well.
That's true. So mine is pretty simple. It's just got obviously the front page, the inside, and then just the dedication to my kids. And then I just I think I got a little bit this from one of your
maybe the journal template.
Yes, that's why I started doing it again. Yours was a good startup. So it's so much easier when you've got something to just start with and then add things in.
Yes.
So I followed a little bit of your information, and then just each page has the card.
Beautiful. So that's color print in there too, with the picture of the card. And so your designer did that for you, and ePrint did the box, the cards, and the book.
They did everything. Yeah.
So are you making much money? Like the margin can't be very much, because you're selling them for $35 Australian.
No, not this round.
Yes.
Not. It was tough. It's a hard market in the sense, if I look at the other more popular kids affirmation spirit cards, they're a lot cheaper, but for me to compete with that, it's just wasn't.
It's not possible, right? Because when you add in the box and the cards and the deck, the booklet, it just adds up so much.
So this time round I got 100 printed, so this time round I'm not making a lot, but that will cover the design and everything like that. So my next 100
is profit.
is where the profit is going to start. So I didn't want to go too expensive either, where I don't sell any. So
it's always a fine line. And like some of the adult decks, you know, with the gold leaf on the side, which I love. I mean, some of them are retailing for 60 or 70 bucks. I was having a look on Etsy the other day, but they're like glamour, like there's like everyday cards and then your very glamorous cards. And, you know, for kids, you know, parents don't probably want to spend more than 35 bucks. Like 35 bucks to me is fine for such a beautiful deck.
Yeah, I kind of thought, would I pay this? And
yeah. So you're selling them online and you're selling them through your studio? Yes. And how's it going?
Pretty good. I got them just before Christmas, and then I've had like a few weeks off, but I've probably sold about 30, 35.
Yeah, that's pretty good considering for just like 2 or 3 weeks.
Pretty good. But I've been a bit slack lately. But once the kids are back at school, I will start to work out a better marketing. I want to work out a proper marketing plan where I can go into like crystal shops and things like that, and try and sell them to them that way as well.
On the back of your box, do you have a barcode?
I do.
All right, so you're set up for that. That's good.
Yes, but make sure, because I have made this error.
Okay, tell us.
Barcode, and I'm sure they said it's fine for Amazon and everything like that. Turns out it's not. So I've just purchased another barcode that is definitely going to be okay for Amazon. So that's my next step to get them onto Amazon.
Okay, awesome. So the first barcode, did you buy an ISBN and get a barcode with it through Bowker?
It's an Australian one. So I thought it would be fine because I was only really looking, I guess I didn't aim high at the time just to sell in Australia. But then by the time everything came, I was like, oh, I need to widen it. If I'm going to go on Amazon, I might as well try to get on the other countries as well. So I'm in the process of just fixing that up.
So would you then just put a sticker on the back of the barcode? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I haven't thought that
it's
far.
Tricky, isn't it?
I've only just purchased the barcode and it said it can take up to 2 weeks. So I've got 2 weeks to think about it.
Okay.
But I've gone back and forth with Amazon. So I probably should have looked into that better at the time, but rookie error for sure.
Yes, I think I'm going to add something to the toolkit about barcodes and QR codes and stuff like that. Because like in America, it's like $700 to buy like ISBNs. So basically, like as a publisher, you want here it's say $77 for 10 ISBN.
Right.
So but I've only ever done it through like Amazon and Ingram Spark where they give me the barcode. So but
barcode.
I tell you, because I've done this whole course on Amazon recently with my partner about selling products on Amazon aside from books. If you do fulfillment by Amazon, so if you put 20 card decks into the Australian Amazon warehouse, they will actually shift you up in the search results because they can guarantee delivery quicker, and Amazon's all about speed. So that might be something worth looking at too. Since you've got 100 decks, sold 30, you could put 20 in Amazon fulfillment. I don't know what the minimum requirement is, but I'm not quite finished the course. But
beneficial. I should have done a course.
So, but that would be good because I think the Australian market isn't as saturated as the US Amazon.
We're a little bit smaller.
Yes. But Amazon is I just ran a whole workshop for a community of women on Amazon and e-commerce, and Amazon is going to overtake everything in Australia if the projection goes the way that it has elsewhere. So you're on the right track to get it on Amazon, and get a few reviews from people.
That too is also a little bit difficult getting reviews from people, but I think it's important.
And Amazon's particularly difficult because now you have to have a minimum Amazon spend in the last 3 months, I think it was. So like when I had books come out and my friends bought the book, but they couldn't leave a review because they hadn't bought enough stuff off Amazon. So it's very complicated.
Okay.
The other thing that's working well for some people is card decks on Etsy, which surprised me.
Yeah, I've put them on there.
But I don't know how these people are selling them because I looked at one and they sold like $300,000 worth of stuff. And I was like, how's that possible? So I'm looking into that as well. But
Yeah.
I think Amazon's a great way to go for you.
I think so, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yes. So aside from the advice on the barcodes, what else would you tell people who are just at the start of their journey?
If you're including, I know you're trying to veer people away from the guidebook, but
it's only because they don't have a designer. Like I'm trying to give them as much DIY, like you were able to pay someone, but some people aren't paying anyone. But yes, I do like the guidebook, of course.
I did do the guidebook myself though. She just did the cover.
Oh, okay. So you were able
to... she didn't even do the cover.
Oh, well done.
I did the cover. I take that back. I did it in Canva because I just took from her designs that she had given me. So I got the JPEG files and a PDF file. So I just put it into Canva.
Fabulous.
I take that back. And then I did it.
Extra pat on the back there.
Yes.
So did you did you get the template from ePrint Online for the book and then just drag it into?
It just had to be a PDF.
Yeah. Oh, so and then they just
stapled.
Yeah, it's very basic.
Yeah, it was.
So you just set the size and then they just printed it.
Yeah, that's
all right. I might even create a template for that booklet. Cool. That's so exciting. Yeah. So the booklet was worth the effort.
Yeah. So what my advice was, which I got from a friend, was you need to review it hundreds and hundreds of times. And I was like, really? But funnily enough, the more you read it, you can make it more simple. Well, for me, I had to make it more simple for kids because when I first started writing it, it was a little bit too adulty, I guess. Yes. But the more times I did it, I just made it simple. I made it smaller because I really didn't want to go over a page per card either.
Yes.
To try and keep it small. But yeah, just review everything. Look at it hundreds of times.
And there's always typos too. Like you just can't see them till PDF and print it out and look at it, get someone else to read it.
Agreed. Print it out as well.
Yeah.
That was what I was most scared of because I wanted to do the big bulk order of 100 as well because you can do it like a demo pack.
Yes, but it's so expensive.
It was like $100 nearly. And I was like, I can't. And it was so close to Christmas and I just wanted to get.
Yeah, just added that other delay in. Yeah.
So I just did it 100 times and then I got this it was like this weird, you're done. And I just had this energy flow through my body. It was the most incredible moment. And I was like, oh my God, I'm done. It was like, I was dancing.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, it was such a really special moment. I was like, oh, thank God someone gave me a sign.
I just want to say the cards are beautiful. Congratulations on all your hard work. And I can see children enjoying them 100%.
Yes, I've had lots of feedback verbally. And then on there's something called, it's a mum's page for our area. And so I post that every week. And they're always commenting, oh, so-and-so likes this. I'm like, can you go put a review on my...
Yes, help me out. Reviews are always tricky, I know.
Yeah, but at least they're commenting there, which makes people buy it in my area. But that's another thing, if you're part of local pages, people in your area, that's really helpful as well. I think at the moment, I find a lot of people want to support local businesses with everything that's happened in the world. So local pages, I find, are a good way to sell as well.
Yes, 100%. Yes. So you're doing everything right. So once our kids are back at school, so Australian summer, I feel like our year doesn't really start till February.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, you can hit the ground running, but the proof is there. People love it. It's gorgeous. Your own children love it. They're not playing with your cards now. So and do you have another deck that you want to make, do you think?
Probably for teens would be my next one.
Yeah.
One for teens, but probably over the next few months, once this year settles and
sell these ones and get it into
we get back on track.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. And then I definitely want to look at doing a teens one because they love them as well, just as much as us. But the kids one was calling me first.
Yes, and it's a beautiful deck, and it's a good market for you because it's your core business anyway. So it's really in alignment with what you're doing in the rest of your life and business.
And I can use them in the studio as well, which is great. So I also get a little bit of feedback from the kids when they come in as well.
Oh, that's lovely. So they get to take a card when they come in. And
yeah, they love that. And they get to talk about it and say what they think it means without looking at the guidebook. So that's always interesting to see their perspective just from the affirmation and the card.
Yeah, without reading it and trusting their own guidance as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on your deck. It's just stunning. And I will put the links below the video, but if you just wanted to share how people can find them as well.
Okay, so if you go to www.littlebigwarrior.com.au.
Yep, so it's warrior as in fierce.
Oh, my warrior. Oh, like the yoga warrior pose.
Yes. So Little Big Warrior. So thank you so much. And yeah, congratulations
again. Thank you for having me, and thank you for your workshop. It really did get things kickstarting for me. The templates, the information on where you can find designers as well. There was a few things on there as well that helped me with other things as well. So thank you so much for your support.
My pleasure. I hope you enjoyed that. Wasn't it interesting? And I hope you got some inspiration and some tips from listening to this. So if you're interested in making your own card deck, I invite you to check out the Card Deck Creators Toolkit that I've created for people like you who want to create their own inspirational, affirmation, or oracle card deck. There's so many different card decks that you can create. So I invite you to check out the links below to get the toolkit and get on your way creating. And if you've already created your own card deck, congratulations. Share a link below. I'd love to see it. Much love to you, and take care.